Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all well. Still on Charlie Kirk and Charlie Kirk assassination, dodginess within the assassination. I just seen this video of Angry Truth. Is the name of the channel. 41,100 subscribers. I seen it after I made this video just about that ballistic dummy. I've added it onto the end of there, but I've literally just seen it. He makes some very, very good points, to be honest. Around about 8 minutes, he makes a fucking brilliant point. Absolutely brilliant. And I'd never thought of it. And as soon as he says it, I just thought, fuck me, bingo, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, mate. The security team did not do what he says on 8 minutes. I don't want to steal his thunder because I never figured this out. But he's fucking right. He's absolutely right. Like, so another thing is, I've previously watched documentaries like CIA people, former CIA, talking about assassinations and all these kind of things many, many years ago. And I remember clearly one thing always being said by multiple people in multiple documentaries, to be honest, that in the modern times when assassinations happen, they will let happen because we have too many rules and procedures and precautions now and think of everything and rooftops and all this kind of stuff. People shouldn't be getting assassinated because we think of all this stuff. So it's kind of let happen if assassinations take place. I mean, it brings Donald Trump's thing into question as well. And whether that was real or whether that was just a load of bullshit to galvanise the American people, it could have very much have been. To be honest, it very, very could have been. Believe half of what you see and nothing of what you fucking hear, or something along them lines. So even that Donald Trump thing could be in question. To be honest, so yeah, the world's a stage. So where we at here? Angry Truth video. This is getting a whole lot worse. So yeah, this video about the Charlie Kirk assassination and just what he thinks dodgy. He makes very, very good points all the way through the video. And around about the 8 minute mark, absolutely nails it. Absolutely nails the security team to the wall. Their actions suggest they very much knew Charlie was going to be assassinated. So I'll play some of the video. I'll obviously interrupt when needs be. Will when we get to about 8 minutes and he drops the information, which is it's absolutely bang on. To be honest, again, I'd never thought of this, but he's fucking right. So let's go.
This Turning Point USA nonsense is getting a lot worse. So, guys, there is a member of Turning Point USA named Terry Farnsworth. This guy here. This guy was the guy who did a video, a selfie video at that, on Charlie Kirk passing away. During them putting Charlie Kirk into the car, or rather, right after he got shot. So seconds after Charlie Kirk gets shot, he jumps on his phone and starts streaming himself, I guess, or videoing himself saying that Charlie Kirk was murked, put out. Here's the problem. When I saw the video, I was able to look at the video up front and go, holy shit, he's dead. Again, being in this world, guys, being in this field and seeing people responding to shootings, I know exactly what that looks like, and I would know what a kill shot is. Most people in that field, nurses, doctors, EMTs, medics, firefighters, and cops who are on the streets, knows exactly what that was when he got shot. This guy, though, didn't get to see that part. Apparently, he was behind a tent when Charlie got hit, and then he runs off screaming like a banshee, and then films himself.
They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. He's dead.
So as you can see, the part where he said he's dead, that was the more suspicious part right there. Because now I'm sitting there, I'm going, How did he know? From that angle, he wouldn't have known. Now, that was the more
Yeah, it's that's maybe the more suspicious part. But the fact that Charlie Kirk got shot, this is one of the people I was on about, who's just dodgy. So Charlie Kirk gets shot. This guy instantly walks around the back of the where he is there on the thing, jumps up on this ledge, and then just starts filming himself. Like this is like you're talking. There's about 5 seconds past here since the bullets ended Charlie Kirk's neck. It's took this guy about 4 seconds to walk around the corner, and then he starts filming himself. Like I think that's fucking madness in many ways. That's suspicious. But yet again, as this guy's pointing out, you can see this guy is behind the tent. There's no way he knows that Charlie's been hit in the neck or anything at all. Yeah, but he says he's dead, so that's kind of suspicious as well, that he knew he was dead before anybody else did. This guy knew he was dead in 10 seconds. So, yeah, I mean, again, there's more.
concerning part was that, again, he already pronounced him and presumed he was dead before it was even out there, before he could see what was up with Charlie Kirk, where he was hit. Like, he didn't see any of that. He just clambered into a corner and, as you can see, did that selfie video. But this is where it gets even more interesting, because now after Charlie Kirk is murked, he is going back to the tent, if you will, and he starts to take the SD cards. He takes the camera down, he takes the SD cards out. The SD cards, from what I am being told and I've read, they have not been submitted as evidence. He still has them. And he's not letting anyone take a look at it. Why not? So now, guys, again, this is a Turning Point USA worker, if you will, member, executive, whatever he is. He was close to Charlie Kirk. That was supposedly his friend. I want to know what these people were told to sell Charlie out. There had to have been a serious threat or serious money thrown at them for them to sell him out. But something isn't right. And again, Turning Point USA, I had that feeling they sold him out. Watching Erica Kirk and then watching a couple of other people, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Somebody or people were paid off to have this happen. Then we also have Mikey McCoy. This guy here, who milliseconds after Charlie Kirk was shot, was on the phone. So as soon as Charlie was hit in the neck, he was on the phone. And in the video, guys, you can see his reaction time from the point Charlie gets hit to the point he's on his phone. That's like an eighth of a second, something like that. Almost as if, guys, he had the speed dial on his phone, he hit one button and called whoever he was calling. And then in this scene here, you can see him walking down the hallway or under a tunnel or a bridge, if you will. He walks underneath it away from Charlie Kirk. Now, supposedly, he was Charlie Kirk's friend, too. He was close to Charlie Kirk. He looked at Charlie. He didn't even look at Charlie Kirk's body. He didn't go over to see if he was fine. He jumped on the phone and immediately walked away. Now, the way he's walking away, that is very suspect as well. Because somebody who walks away in that weird manner, if you will, tells me that they were involved. Now, again, as you can see, before they even get him, Charlie Kirk, into the SUV, he's still on the phone talking to somebody. He states that he was talking to Erica Kirk. But somewhere else I read he called his dad first. So I don't know what's what, but either way, guys, calling somebody milliseconds after your friend is hit is very, very questionable. Then you have Andrew Kovlet, this Turning Point talking head, Turning Point USA talking head, right? So this guy, I think if I'm not mistaken, is also an executive with inside Turning Point USA. He has been acting really shady and funny. He's not.
Yeah, again, I don't trust that guy as far as I can throw him, to be fair. Like, again, he done a video the other day, debunking theories, and he spent the first couple of minutes of the video going on about the merchandise and the sponsors and all this. Yeah, honestly, it was ridiculous.
Stating anything about Charlie Kirk's death. Every time so far I've watched their videos, he keeps talking about Charlie Kirk's message. And we got to keep Charlie Kirk's message going. And Charlie Kirk wants this. And Charlie Kirk Well, Charlie Kirk wanted to step away from Jewish donors. Charlie Kirk was questioning Israel, questioning AIPAC, questioning what happened October 7th. Charlie Kirk wanted to take a step back because he saw what was happening and what direction Turning Point USA was going, and the fact that they were throwing money at him, $150 million. Now, they offered him the $150 million after he started questioning October 7th, as if they were trying to bribe him to be like, yo, you can't do this. So there's a lot of shady shit going on. And this Andrew Kovlet guy is another one who should be like asking questions too. He should be like, why did my friend die? Why did this happen? How come nothing is coming out of his mouth? Nothing's coming out of Erica Kirk's mouth. Maybe another dude's dick, but nothing is coming out of her mouth. And she's not questioning anything about her husband's death. Every wife I know on the planet would be questioning their husband's death. There are women I know whose husband have passed away in suicide, and it was clearly suicide, but they're still asking why, how come. And people get hit by a car, and they're like, why did you get by the car? What happened? Like, she's not asking any questions, and she's not stating them. She's not talking about the weirdness of how he passed away. She was in on it. This Turning Point USA community, guys, that I just mentioned, they were all in on it. This is not a coincidence. One person, all right, maybe. Two, a little weird. Three, not.
Yeah, I completely agree with him. I completely agree. They're all in on it. I'll go in with Donald Trump as well and Vance and every. I say they're all in on it. It's a big psyop. It's a big agenda. Where it's going, I'm not quite sure, but it is going somewhere with Erica Kirk. Definitely, again, all this keep the message going. They've got miles more followers. They've doubled the followers that they had when Charlie Kirk was doing what he was doing. So they went from about 3 million to about 6 million people. They got millions of pounds donated when Charlie died, absolutely millions. Again, this 150 million from Israel, which I think's been accepted now after his death. So yeah, this is massively going to continue, and by the looks of it, it's going to get bigger. And Erica Kirk's going to lead it, and all these other people. And again, it's kind of like she was always knew she was getting this position, and she honestly is not making it up. Like, yeah, she hasn't shed a fucking tear. Like, she hasn't looked bothered really. That once that her husband has just been fucking assassinated. You know what I mean? It's like it's all like a matter of fact to her. It's just like, well, it's one of them days, isn't it? It's one of them days in America. So, what's that? I'm running Turning Point UK now. And, all right, let's go. So, yeah, he makes a very good point in a minute. The best bit's still to come. This bit's, it's absolutely damning, to be honest. It's absolutely damning.
Not a coincidence at all. You got four people involved directly in weird ways, including Charlie's security team. Forgot to mention them. His security team, as far as I'm concerned, are bags of shit. Why? Well, first of all, they were throwing out these weird signals right before he got hit. But when he got hit, two of them didn't respond like, oh shit. They just looked over like they knew it was coming. And then they responded by jumping over to him, but not pulling out any kind of first aid kits, which they should have had. As a security officer, you're supposed to have some kind of first aid kit. When you're wearing cargo pants, you normally have one in your cargo pocket. Nothing came out of their pockets. And I didn't see a tourniquet or anything, though, again, he was shot in the neck. You can't do much about it. But you can definitely stuff the wound with some kind of gauze. All right. Other thing that somebody else pointed out.
Yeah, it was somebody else, one of his subscribers. Whoever this man was, well fucking done to you. Absolutely well done to you.
One of my subscribers pointed this out. Watched the video again. Not one of them pulled their weapons out to form a defense force, a defense fence, if you will. Right? Normally, when someone gets shot, everybody pulls their weapon out in case another shot is coming in their direction, or somebody close by is going to make a move. This is what happens when you're doing security around somebody. Somebody gets shot, everybody reacts the same way and pulls their weapon out, and then they wait to see if something else is coming. And then you face in different directions at that. You don't just all face the same direction. You all face, again, like a fence, like a wall. Everybody's faced out away from the person you're guarding and trying to see if another threat is coming your way. You don't know if somebody else is going to run up on you. None of that. They had the comfortable level of, oh my God, he shot. And then they went down, picked him up, carried him to the SUV.
Yeah, whoever's noticed that and realised that is fucking brilliant because that's exactly what happened. Like two of the security team didn't give a fuck he'd been shot. None of them made any defensive perimeter and were as if another shot might come in. They didn't know the shooter would run across the roof. That was unknown. Why wouldn't they take another shot? You know what I mean? No defensive perimeter was set up. Nobody like they were pulling hand maneuvers right before Charlie was shot, and then as soon as he was shot, they all ran over to help him. They didn't form a defensive perimeter. They didn't look for the sniper. They didn't look to see if anyone else was going to get shot. They didn't know if anyone was going to come out of the crowd. He's bang on. He's absolutely bang on. Whoever's figured that out is bang on. He's damn right. Again, they all reacted. Again, there's a lot in what you do, and this is never mind the team in the background wandering off filming selfies and making phone calls. These lot all ran over to help Charlie, but again, none of them really helped him as well. From what we've seen, they're all busy passing stuff around between themselves, and nobody seems to be applying any pressure to the wound. There's no blood all over them. So it's all a big shit show, to be honest. But I thought that was brilliant. Like, it's absolutely bang on. Not one of them formed like a defensive perimeter or looked for an external threat, another threat, or the actual threat. It's like they knew there was one shot coming, one shot to Charlie, and that was killing him, and now that was us all done here. That was the day's work. Let's put him in the van and go home.
Not one person pulled out a weapon. Now, a lot of people are saying that Charlie Kirk is still alive. Again, that's the dumbest thing in the world, but I do understand why some people think that. There's a lot of oddities in the way he died.
Well, the reason some people, again, I've contemplated it myself because the two options you've got here are, and the reality is probably worse than Charlie Kirk is still alive, to be honest. So you've got the option that Charlie Kirk's faked this with everybody else, and it's all a big psyop. But where's Charlie Kirk now? What's he going to do for the rest of his life? I mean, he can get plastic surgery, I suppose, but again, well, it's. I think it's people hoping that Charlie Kirk's still alive and hoping that the world isn't quite as sick a place as you think it is. And again, all these people involved in assassinating the wife, Erica Kirk, clearly massively involved here. And people are hoping it's all at Fugazi and nobody would be this sick and murder somebody in a crowd with a sniper rifle the way Charlie was murdered. People are clinging on to the hope that this wouldn't go down this way and this isn't the world we live in. Like, unfortunately, though, it probably is, and probably Charlie Kirk is dead, sadly. I would probably prefer it was faked and he was still alive, but how do you fake the thing on the neck and the blood squirting out again? And people were there live at the scene, quite a lot of people. So yeah, I think that it's that theory, or it's not even a theory. Well, it is a theory. It's people clinging to hope that A, Charlie's still alive, but B, we don't quite live in a sicker world where his entire security team, his wife, all of the people he works with are all in on the assassination of this guy because it's quite hard to believe, and obviously it's hard to believe, and it's you don't want to believe you live in such a world where this goes on, and I mean it goes right up to Donald Trump and the FBI as well is the problem. So you kind of hope that you don't live in a world where this is the reality of things, but yeah, that's your options. It's either Charlie Kirk faked his own death with all these people and they're all aware that Charlie Kirk is still alive, or all these people are involved in assassinating Charlie Kirk is the only real two ways of looking at this. And unfortunately, it's probably the latter, and Charlie Kirk is dead, and you do live in a really fucking sick world, and this has happened in that way, sadly, but that's very much the way of things here.
And that's the other stupid oddity that people keep bringing up that I have to shut down is this hologram shit. No
Oh, don't come on with this hologram stuff, like. If you watch Charlie Veitch's last video, he's talking to a 9/11 truther, and obviously Charlie went to America and come back and not a 9/11 truther. And he's talking about like direct energy weapons, which I have heard that conspiracy before. I've seen it from direct energy weapons, and there was no planes, and the problem you got, even if that's true, when you're trying to tell people 9/11 was an inside job, and then you start talking about direct energy weapons and no planes, you're even further away from convincing them it was an inside job than just trying to tell them about Building 7, to be honest. So you're further away than you started with if you go in with direct energy weapons. It is the problem. So that's the other side of direct energy weapons. But I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. I don't know the truth on a lot of things. You know what I mean? It's a real fucked up world we live in here, to be honest. So there is no holograms. I don't believe that. Although we do have holograms, and Tupac done a concert in a hologram fucking years ago. So we do have that technology, but I don't think we have it there. And I just don't think this is a crack, to be honest.
No hologram is that good at all. Not there's no hologram that good where you can have somebody bleed out the way they did, spurt all over the place, and then have people pick up a hologram and run with it.
Yeah, and again, this would be all Charlie Kirk would still be alive then scenario if it was a hologram, which but I don't really believe, to be honest. I think he's dead. I think they shot him. They killed him because they've killed plenty of other people. Plenty of people have been killed. Life's very meaningless to some people. It's the people at the top don't give a shit about the people at the bottom. So yeah, that's where we are. I mean, the damning bit of it all, as I've said, was none of the security team acted like there was a threat. None of them had a defensive perimeter. None of them looked for the shooter. Everybody was just kind of a matter of fact. He's been shot. Load of his team were acting weirdly as fuck, including Lado making a fucking selfie video right upon him being shot. The other guy walked away on his phone. Like it was again, it all just looks real fucking suspicious. Well, none of the security team formed a defensive perimeter. Again, like massive to me. It was massive. Like how they all reacted in the aftermath of it. Again, how do they? It's like they knew that only one shot was coming. They reacted like there was a one-shot kill. We're done here. How did they know they wouldn't try and shoot the rest of them and the security team and other people? And you know what I mean? It's like they knew. So yeah, it looks more dodginess, but I thought a very, very important point to point out. That's why I made the video, and I thought whoever's realised that after about 2 months, well, fucking well done, mate, well done. I'll leave it there, peace.